Hello again. In this session, we are going to discuss how we can use different libraries in RobotFramework. Now, what is library? Library is a set of keywords that represent particular area. So let's take an example of the library that I'm using here. So I have got this library of operating system which holds the keyword to do the interaction with the operating system, like you do run some command on the command prompt or things like that. This is the library for Selenium 2 library, which is the library for Selenium WebDriver. You want to do any interaction on the website, you want to click something, type something. So for that, we are going to use Selenium 2 library. Date time, in case you want to do some operation on date time, you want some epoch time, or you want date in specific format, or things like that can be done in date time format. If there is anything that you used to do and the library is not available, you can write your own libraries also. Excuse me. Yeah, so we can see that I wanted to do some mathematical operations, like I want to generate a random number, I want to round off some number, or I want to find the sale or floor value of some floating point number, that I can have in my math library. We are going to see this file soon. Okay, and you can do any other operation, for example, based on list. There is a file and it reads a file and then it returns a list. Okay, it returns an array and you want to store that into an array. Okay, that you can do it. So this can be useful when you are reading a CSV or XLS file and you are returning the value into an array. Okay, so let us see first of all the inbuilt command, then we'll come to this math command. Okay, so what are the command supported in particular library can be seen easily by typing the library name. So in this case, I'm going to say operating system dot. Okay, so here you are going to see these are the different commands available under operating system. You want to see what are the syntax and usage. It can be seen here. The argument it takes is name, value, append to environment. And if you want to see the example, you can see it here. So append to environment variable is used when you want to set your variable as an environment variable, or you want to just like a path is an environment variable, you want to set your variable as an environment variable. Now here I'm running a command. I'm running say Firefox. So if I go to command prompt like this and I'm gonna say Firefox, so of course on Windows probably the command would be some Firefox, or but on Linux if I type this, it invokes the Firefox. My Windows could not find this command, but in case if it is available in the paths, then it will find it. Then next is I'm running this command ls-l, that is going to work on Linux, and for me it's also going to run on Windows because I have installed that utility which runs Linux command on Windows, and it's going to give me the output. Okay, so I'm going to say output and return code. Return code returns you whether the command whatever you executed is passed or fail, or based on that it returns a status like 0 1 2 3. Okay, open browser is a Selenium command. Let us see and run this test case. So yeah, there you go, and the Firefox is invoked here. So what did it do is it executed this command and then it run ls-l. So this is the output. Okay, you can see it here. ls-l give me this output. It says output and it started from here, and at the bottom you'll see the status which says return code 0. That means command executed successfully. And then from this point it executed a Selenium command and it did not work out here, but that's okay, we are not doing Selenium things right now. Coming back to math example. Okay, so I want to round a particular number. So how can I do that, because there is no support inbuilt support in RobotFramework. So for that I have written some libraries. So they are available here. in my Python directory. So you can say math.py. I'm going to open it in idle editor. So here I have I'm using import math, that is a Python library, and I'm going to define my own function set define round, and the argument it is taking is n, which will be your number. If I'm passing a string, then it will convert into a number. Okay, that's what it is doing, and then it is returning math.truncate n. Okay, so basically it's going to round off the number. So similarly here it is going to get sale and floor value of your number. So once you are done with this library and save it, as I said earlier, you can import this library from here. Okay, like this. You have to click on library and then import this. I mean, you click on here and then browse the file. Let us run this program. Okay, so here you have got 3.141, so it should print 3. And there you go, it is printing only 3. It is rounding off the value. Okay, I'm not going to cover this get list because I don't have any file ready right now for this, but you can, as I said, you can use your own library to do things you want to do. Now what all libraries that comes along with the robot framework, so let us see that. So go to robotframework.org and then click on test libraries. So these are the standard libraries that come pre-installed with robot framework: built-in dialogues, collection, telnet, xml, and date time. So these are the libraries. Basically you want to see what all keyword does it contain, click on it and it will take you to the help page. These are the external libraries that you have to install. So to install that library, you need to do it using Selenium. I'm sorry, it's Python pip. So you're going to say pip space install and then library. So I'm going to say pip install Selenium to library if I want to install this library. Okay, and that's it about the libraries. Thanks for watching the video.